Hello my loves, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mel Threets, and this is Live Again, where we talk about topics to help you live your ideal reality. And today, you guys, we're going to be talking about how to overcome imposter syndrome. So, without further ado, let's get into today's video. As someone who has struggled with imposter syndrome for quite a long time and still continues to struggle from time to time, honestly, the main thing that I have learned about it is that it's a bunch of boo-boo garbage. Essentially, they're all lies. All the things that we tell ourselves that we're not qualified to do or that we can't do, or things of that nature, because as human beings, we are allowed to develop and grow on a daily basis. We will never be perfect. Just because someone else is in the position that you desire to be in, that does not make you less deserving to be in the position that they are in, if not a better position. But it's all about rewiring your mindset around yourself and understanding truly the relationship that you have with yourself. Which brings me into my first topic, which is to be honest about the relationship that you have with yourself. Are you somebody who does not keep promises to themselves? Are you somebody who is self-deprecating, who every little thing that you do, you're super particular and a perfectionist about, and you get really hard on yourself about it? As someone who is still healing from being a perfectionist and learning how to embrace and make mistakes, the one thing that I really had to be honest with myself was that I was my biggest bully. Out of everyone in my life that has hurt me or done me wrong, I have done myself the worst. I have been the villain in my own story for a very long time. And that was something that I really had to be honest with myself about. Because it was like, why can't I just feel better? Why can't I just believe that I can do it? Why can't I just believe in myself? Because you are your biggest op. Because you are your biggest op. So I had to really understand that in order to change the relationship that I have with myself, into being my best friend. Understand, if you are not your biggest supporter, your best friend, the first person clapping for you before anybody else does, you're going to continue to have things like imposter syndrome, confidence issues. You're not going to ever feel good enough for the spaces and the things that you desire to create for your life, because you're too busy chasing this idea that you feel like is intangible to you, when in reality, we can be anything that we choose to be. We can be anything that we desire to be. It starts with us, and it starts with understanding who you have been and who you are to yourself. Stop being a bully to yourself. Stop being your biggest op. Stop being your biggest enemy. You have to be your best friend if you're going to overcome imposter syndrome in general. But if you're going to overcome any obstacle in your life, you have to believe you. You have to support you. You have to be there for you, no matter who else is, no matter what else is going on in your life or who else doesn't support you. They don't matter. You and your relationship with yourself is the first priority. And that leads me into my second tip, which is you have to be serious about yourself. And when I mean get serious about yourself, I mean, what is it that you want to create? What's keeping you from doing it? I don't want to hear the excuses of, oh, well, I have these responsibilities, I have this, I have that. Yes, if you have a lot on your plate, I understand that, completely understand that. But how much time are you giving to other people and other things rather than giving them to yourself and the things that you want to create for yourself? Understand when you are giving too much to other things. And I know that it is different talking to someone that is in a different or a more privileged position to think about those things, especially when it comes to, having families, being able to just survive. But on the other hand of that is, even if it's just an hour, if it is an hour or 30 minutes, 5 minutes, to take a step back, reflect, and see what your mind's needs, your body's needs, your creative needs, whatever that looks like for you. Even if it's something as simple as, you know what, I want to start drinking more water every day. You can do that throughout your day. As busy as your day gets, keep a water bottle on you. That's you being serious about yourself and your goals and the things that you desire for yourself. If you don't have the time to work out, what can you do to eat better throughout the day? You have to eat. How can you find inexpensive, cheaper, healthier meals to meal prep with? What vitamins can you start taking? What can you go on a walk on your lunch break? You know what I mean? Things of that nature. Understanding what you can give to your situation and understanding how much you're actually giving to other people and other things. One thing I had to realize was that it is so much easier for me to focus on everything else I have to do outside of myself. And that comes from my people-pleasing tendencies and all of those things. But I also had to sit down with myself and really talk to myself, like, why am I unsatisfied? Why am I constantly unsatisfied even though I keep getting to certain points in my life? Although I'm making progress and getting better, I am not, one, I'm not acknowledging my progress, and two, I'm too busy still stuck in survival mode of trying to keep up with a daily task or a daily routine. And I didn't have the space, I didn't have the time, I didn't have the energy to think about anything else. But one thing I really had to get serious with myself on was I have to make the time. Whether it's an hour, whether it's 30 minutes, whether it's saying, you know what, nope, I can't do that thing today. Or you know what, nope, I can't prioritize this today. I have goals and dreams and aspirations for myself. And if I have those goals and dreams and aspirations for myself, I am the only one that can put in the work to create those things. Nobody else and nothing else is going to create the space for me to do that except me. I have to create that space for myself. So in order for me to do that, I have to get serious about myself, understanding what I'm giving too much time to. I know my problem is what our parents used to say all the time. It's that damn phone. I will doom scroll to keep from thinking about other things and things of that nature. And it's easier to do that because, you know, la 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 la. That's what they're there for, distractions. Take as little amount of time as you possibly can muster. Even if it's just think of an idea and write it down. That is a start. And that leads me into my third tip, which is to write down your wins. Write down your wins. I don't mean just tell yourself at the end of the day, oh, you know, I did this, I did. No. I need you to visually see them, whether put it on a whiteboard, put it in a journal, put it in a notebook. Write down your wins. Our biggest dream killer is that we are so focused on perfection. We are so focused on doing great every single day. But what we don't realize is that those small wins, like, you know what, I got out of bed this morning, I got up one time, I brushed my teeth, I washed my face, I didn't bed rot. I might have not gotten anything else done, but I didn't bed rot, you know what I mean? If I did bed rot, you know what, I rested today. Simple. Those are small wins. It is time for you to really hone in on being your best friend, being your biggest supporter. And the first way of doing that is celebrating you. Even just writing down the good things about the day helps you to rewire your brain from only thinking about all the things that you need to do and focusing on the bigger picture. You are taking very small, minuscule steps towards the goal that you're trying to achieve. Give yourself the space and the time to curate little wins, even if it's something simple like, you know what, I didn't let myself ruminate on a negative thought. Those are wins. And my last and final thing is going to be to celebrate your wins, as I just spoke on. Whether it's something as simple as, you know what, today I give myself permission to just rest, because that's free. Or if you take yourself out on a date, if you treat yourself to something that you've been looking forward to, if you do something very small and minuscule for yourself, does not matter what it is, but just celebrate yourself. For me, my little small win that I did for myself was I got myself 2 little pumpkins from the Dollar Tree, and I decorated my room in fall colors. My favorite seasons are fall and winter. And I was really nervous because I was like, I didn't know how the orange would look with this purple, but I wanted it to give cozy, I wanted it to give warm, I wanted it to give fall, you know what I mean? And so I treated myself to those two little dollar store pumpkins, and I bought myself the things I need to make chili, and I bought myself some chai tea because I want to embrace the fall season. So that was my treat to myself for me completing a goal or completing a task that I had set out for myself to do. I did it. And because I did it, I celebrated myself for it. It's the little things. It's about setting intentional ways to celebrate yourself, that in ways that you know that will make you happy. And don't think so big, like, oh my God, I'm gonna take myself on a trip when I do this thing. Think small. Think small. Think about, you know what, I really want to read this book today. That's gonna be my reward for completing all the tasks that I did today. Celebrate yourself daily if you have to. You know what I mean? I kind of like to mix it up. Sometimes I celebrate myself daily depending on what I feel like I need. Sometimes I celebrate myself weekly depending on what I feel like I need. Please, please, please remember, you are deserving of being celebrated, and you are especially deserving of being celebrated by yourself. So never forget to celebrate your own wins. I want to thank you guys again for tuning into another video. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And since you made it all the way to the end, which I love you for that, what is one win, or what is one goal or one thing that you want to do to prioritize yourself better? Or what is one win you have today? And I want to thank you guys again for tuning into this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.